Hello again, it's Mrs. Carl, back with you in Sight and Sound Reading. I'm happy that you're here with me today. I've been waiting for you. We're ready to go to our review, which I know that you've been working on. So we are on review of day 94. Remember, the teacher is talking to the class about what they can do while one of the children are back there playing with the kitten. And so let's look at our review day again. We had, oh my goodness, remember this was the day that we had a lot of new words, but I know that you know them all already, so we'll go over them quickly. We had this word here, book, read, pick, write, good, or, and draw. Good job. I can tell you've really been practicing. Right? You can really tell that this was a short I word, an if word, pick. This was a magic E, makes the I say its name. Write, right? And this little word, the word or, was the ending of the word for. Remember, OR says, F-O-R says for, so OR says or. And this word here is just one we have to learn. Draw, draw. We had the word saw, I saw you. This is draw. Saw was S-A-W and draw is D-R-A-W. We ready to read? Good job. All right, here we go. Take out a book to read. I will pick only one of you to go back and play with the kitten. After you read your book, you may write or draw or pick out a book about a kitten. What do kittens eat? Where do they live? Find out what you can about kittens. Write or draw what you find out about kittens. Good job, all right? We are turning now to day 95. But it looks to me like maybe, is this the boy? And is this the kitten? Looks like it, and looks like maybe he's reading a book. Looks like he's reading some kind of a book. Here's his father, all right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 new words, and 3 of them are kind of easy. But there's one of them that's going to be a little bit hard until I teach it to you, and then it's going to be easy. First, let's look at just these first 2 words up at the top. Now you already know them. Can you read them for me? Do and not. Do and not. All right? Those are the words do and not. Do not eat too many sweets before you eat your dinner. Do not. Well, you've heard lots of people, and you probably say it yourself. Instead of saying do not, they say don't. Don't eat so many sweets before you eat your dinner. Don't. So instead of saying do not, kind of put it together and say don't. All right? Do not is the same as saying don't. Don't do that. Do not do that. Now, this is called a contraction. The word don't is a contraction. And that means that you took something out of the word. When you look at this word, do, these 2 words, do and not, and you look at the word don't, do you see that it didn't go together like a compound word? It didn't do that. It put this little apostrophe up there at the top. and it took a letter out of here. What letter is missing from here? Yes, the O. This O in the word not is missing when you make the contraction don't. So do not becomes don't, and it is a contraction. It's not a compound word, because a compound word would be if we put them together and it would be do and not and spell the same way. But that's not what this is. This is not a compound word. This is a contraction. And the contraction is the word don't. It is not do not, it's the word don't. Do not write your name at the bottom of the paper. Don't write your name at the bottom of the paper. So do not is the same as saying don't. And don't is the same as doing do not. All right. Now, what letter is missing from in here? The O is missing. It doesn't say not. And instead of the O there, they put this little apostrophe, that's called. And that made the contraction don't. So do not is don't. Now let's go to our story. The first word in our story is the word don't. What does it mean the same as? Do not. All right? Don't is the same as do not. This is a contraction, don't, and it means the same as do not. Here's another word we don't know. All right? It's a short I word. What does short I say? It, right? Short I says it. Short I says it. All right, so we have it. Now we have w. It starts with a W. W, I, and SH says shh. SH together says shh. Wish, wish. Father, don't you wish you could have picked me up at school? Now here is the word pick. It's the word pick. All right. Now that is the root pick. It has something at the end. So the root of this word is pick. The ED at the end makes the D sound, the D. Picked, picked. All right. I picked a flower yesterday. I can pick one today, or I picked it yesterday. The ED at the end. All right. So the root of that word is pick. Then we added ED to it. Picked. So that's also in that sentence. Now when I read this sentence to you, Father, don't you wish you could have picked me up at school? That tells us who's talking. Who's talking? Good, the boy. Because he's saying Father. Father wouldn't say Father. No. So the boy is talking to his father. And he asks his father a question. What is the question he asks his father? Don't you wish you could have picked me up at school? That's the question. All right, so now let's go down and find the other new words. This one is going to be an easy one. You know the word R-E-D. It has the short E, R-E-D, the word red, The short E says what? Short E, it says what? Short E says Short E says right? So we have the word bed. I think you're probably faster at getting these words than Mrs. Carl is and telling them to you, right? I think you knew that word ahead of time. Now we have to just go down to this word. And this is a magic E at the end. Can you tell me the name of the other vowel? What is it in this word? The magic E's at the end. What's the other vowel? Ooh, E. There's another E. So the magic E is going to say to that other E, what is it going to say? Say your name. E. The E's. Because that one at the end says nothing. It's quiet. These. these, these. So this is the word these. What is this word? These. What's this word? Bed. What's this word? Bed. Good, 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 good. Now, come up here. Do you remember what this contraction word is? What is it? Don't. 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 And the contraction of don't, what are the two words that are the contraction for it? Do not. Do not. The contraction is don't. Okay? Are we ready to read what the boy says to his father? Help me now. I need your help. Father, don't you wish you could have picked me up at school? This is the book I want to read to you. Okay, now we're going to stop there because remember we had this word picked and the root of it was pick. And we added the ed, the d, picked. Look at this word here. What's that word? What's the root? Want. There it is. Now add the ed and it's wanted. 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 We added the ed and it's wanted. All right? Wanted. Now let's read this sentence. This is a compound word, two words put together. You know it. Everyone at school wanted to write or draw about kittens. Good. All right, good. So now when we put the ed at the end of the word want, it's wanted. Wanted. There it is, wanted. All right. Now let's keep going together. I wish I did not have to go to bed. Maybe I don't. We're over here. I can look at these, remember the magic key, these, and read in bed. My kitten can help me read these too. Father, don't you want me to read my book to you now? So he's saying to his father, don't you want me to read my book to you now? Because he wants to read more. He wants to stay up longer and be able to read his book. Let's read this story again. Read it together now. I need your help. Father, don't you wish you could have picked me up at school? This is the book I want to read to you. Everyone at school wanted to write or draw about kittens. I wish I did not have to go to bed. Maybe I don't. I can look at these and read in bed. My kitten can help me read these too. Father, don't you want me to read my book to you now? Super. Good reading. Very good. Father, don't you wish you could have picked me up at school? This is the book I want to read to you. Everyone at school wanted to write or draw about kittens. I wish I did not have to go to bed? Maybe I don't. I can look at these and read in bed. My kitten can help me read these too. Father, don't you want me to read my book to you now? Fabulous. All right, terrific reading. This is now for you to practice, practice, practice. We'll get together for the review the next time. I just loved being with you. Thank you for reading with me. See you later. Bye-bye.